General Secretary of the Communist Party of India, Marxist Sitaram Yechuri, who is on a visit to violence hit Manipur, said the double-engine BJP government has failed to deliver peace in the state. Sitaram Yechuri, after visiting Churachandpur and then other places in the Valley district, has met Governor Anusuya Uke. On Sunday, he delivered a lecture at Manipur Press Club entitled "On the Danger of Communalism, the Biggest Challenge to the Secular Democratic Public of India." Sitaram Yechuri, while addressing a press conference, said the double-engine government of BJP should double its efforts in resolving the conflict, which has been ongoing for over 3 months. There has to be some sort of dialogue and discussion, and that is where the governments, both center and the state, have the primary responsibility. If it's a double-engine government, then please make double energy efforts to try and bring everybody together to a table. We have done this in the past. It is the only way that all problems of India has faced in last 75 years and has been resolved, he said.
We met that she should interfere, and the state in the sense the governor should interfere to ensure these things are there. But the basic issue here is, how is this ethnic conflict going to be resolved? We believe it cannot be resolved through violent means. There has to be some sort of a dialogue and discussion. And that is where governments, both at the state and the center, have their primary responsibility. If it's a double-engine government, then please take double-engine or double energy efforts to try and bring together everybody onto a talking table. And let us discuss what are the issues that need to be resolved. We have done this in the past. That's the only way in which all problems that India had faced in these 75 years have been resolved. And they ought to be resolved that way. Why they are not taking that initiative 3.5 months past, only they can answer. And that is what gives the rising of doubts of whether there is any complicity involved. All the 10 kooky MLAs saying that they will not attend the session or they cannot attend the session. If that is the case, then I don't know what the government is planning. Whether they'll go ahead with it or what they'll do, it's up to them to answer. I mean, why conditions could not be created for their attending. They are elected members after all. And 7 out of these 10 support this government. 2 ministers. Without the support of these 7 kooky MLAs, this government wouldn't have come into existence. The chief minister would not have been the chief minister. But why conditions could not be created, I mean, that's for them to answer. But it's unfortunate. You see, the central forces, or any time, it's not, blaming them is not the answer or correct. The central forces act under a command, under a political direction. What is the political direction given to the central forces? If that is absent, how do you blame the forces? We have seen this happen a number of times. I've seen this happen as a student and working with the student movement in the 1984 riots in Delhi. We could see the army tanks go on the streets where the riots are happening and our Sikh community was being assaulted and attacked. You go and stop them and ask them, why are you not interfering? He says, give us the order. You understand how this the system works.